The wedding dress. For as long as anyone could remember, Anaya had dreamed of wearing her grandmother's wedding dress. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't designed by a famous brand. In fact, the ivory fabric had faded with time, and tiny pearls had gone missing from the sleeves. But to Anaya, it carried something priceless: love. Her grandmother, Kamala, had worn the dress in 1965. Years later, Anaya's mother, Nandini, wore it too, after carefully restoring the lace by hand. Now, as Anaya's wedding approached, the dress hung quietly in the old wooden wardrobe, waiting for its third bride. Everyone had opinions. "You should buy something modern," her friends insisted. "A designer gown would look much better," her aunt said. Even Anaya's fiancé, Vihaan, laughed and said, "I'll love you in anything, but don't wear it just because you feel obligated." But Anaya wasn't wearing it out of obligation. She was wearing it because every stitch held memories. 2 weeks before the wedding, disaster struck. A water pipe burst in her parents' house. By the time they reached the attic, several boxes had been soaked. The wedding dress lay inside one of them. Anaya's heart sank. The delicate lace had yellow stains. The skirt was torn. Some pearls had come loose and scattered across the floor. She sat beside the ruined dress and cried. "It's gone," she whispered. Her grandmother, now 82, gently held her hand. "Child," she said with a smile, "a dress isn't what makes a marriage beautiful." "But it meant so much to me," Anaya replied. Kamala nodded. "Then let's save what we can." For the next 10 days, 3 generations worked together. Grandmother repaired the lace. Mother sewed new pearls onto the sleeves. Anaya carefully cleaned the fabric. Even Vihaan learned how to thread a needle and helped attach buttons. By the end, the dress looked different. The stains had disappeared, but tiny patches remained visible. The original sleeves had been shortened. New pearls shone beside old ones. It wasn't perfect, but somehow it was more beautiful than before. On the wedding day, guests admired the dress. "What designer made it?" someone asked. Anaya smiled. "My grandmother, my mother, my husband, and me." Years later, when her daughter asked why the dress looked slightly uneven, Anaya simply said, "Because love leaves fingerprints." And she hoped that one day another pair of hands would add their own stitches to the story. Sometimes the most beautiful things aren't the ones that remain perfect. They're the ones repaired with love.